How's it going?
Join the army and live the good life, they said. And now look at this. It's now prohibited under penalty of death to even go near the food supplies. Gorn seems to be afraid that we might raid the victuals and hit the road. We're all gonna starve here if those blasted dragons don't kill us first.
That was obvious.
What can you tell me about the situation in the Valley of Mines?
I'm worried about the orcs' protective wall. I don't even want to know what the orcs are hiding behind there. First, there were only a few of them. They built that rampart. Then, one night, they brought in the siege engines. We were lucky and managed to fend off the attack. Behind the rampart lies the sea. If more ships arrive bringing additional orcs, we don't stand a chance.
Who's in charge here?
Gorn has the command over the entire fort, or what's left of it. But he himself takes care of practically nothing, except when one of his people gets into trouble. If it's equipment you want, you better go to Engor. You'll find him in the house opposite Gorn.
I've heard a thing or two. That's not what I
Look who has returned, our hero from the barrier.
Good to see you, Milten. You here again?
Again. After the barrier collapsed, I entered the monastery of the Magicians of Fire. But once it was clear that the paladins wanted to come here, my experience and knowledge of the place proved to be quite useful. So they decided then and there to entrust me with the holy mission of providing magical support to this expedition. Do you remember Gorn, Diego, and Lester?
Of course I remember the boys.
Well, Gorn and Diego didn't get far. They were picked up by the paladins here in the valley. Lester has vanished, though. I have no idea where he's hanging around.
I've met Lester. He's with Zardos now.
One bit of good news, at least. Well, I have nothing pleasant to report.
So what is there to report?
The paladins came here with the intention of getting the magic ore, but with the dragon attacks and the orcs, I can't imagine the paladins will march out of here with the ore. No, Baianos. I feel the presence of something dark, something evil growing here. Something that emanates from this valley. We paid a high price for the annihilation of the Sleeper. The destruction of the barrier has ruined this place as well. We can all count ourselves lucky if we survive this.
How much ore have you stored away so far?
How much ore? Not one chest. We haven't had contact with the scrapers for some time. It wouldn't amaze me if they were all long dead. We are being attacked by dragons and besieged by orcs. This expedition is a complete disaster.
Where are Gorn and Diego now?
Well, Gorn is sitting here in the dungeon because he resisted arrest. They assigned Diego to a troop of scrapers. Ask the paladin Parseval. He assembled the groups.
What is your task here?
Originally, I was supposed to assay the magic ore, but we haven't seen much of that so far. Now I'm concentrating on the study of alchemy.
Let's go and free Gorn.
Well, the problem in this matter is that Gorn is a convicted prisoner. But if we're lucky, Garand will agree on a deal and we can buy his freedom.
Yes, maybe.
Keep me in the picture.
justice will prevail in the end.
I already thought as much.
He didn't get that from me. Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Those are all just rumors.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Stop! Who are you? The question where I come from is much more important. I came across the pass. So, are you going to stop me now, or can I go in?
Well, I couldn't know that. Of course you're allowed in.
I'm like this forever.
Don't say that will never change.
You already know what I think.
What's your task?
I'm a strategic officer of the king, and I currently answer to the Honorable Commander Gorn. We are the last of the paladins here in the castle. All the others have left or fallen. It is now our responsibility to bring a good end to this expedition, and that we shall do. By Enos, that we shall do.
How's the situation?
Your appearance here is a sign of hope to us. We need you. Go talk to Gorn. He will explain everything to you.
I have a message for you.
What is it?
Your brother is dead. He got as far as the pass.
My brother? Enos put me to a severe test, but he died as his servant. This news is like an arrow which pierces my heart. I shall seek new strength in prayer.
How's the situation?
The camp is surrounded by orcs. They've really dug themselves in. But even more alarming are the attacks by the dragons. They have destroyed the entire outer ring by now. Another dragon attack, and we'll take heavy losses.
How many dragons are there?
We don't know how many there are all in all, but it's more than one. But that isn't all. The whole Valley of Mines is full of evil creatures that support the dragons. Let's not kid ourselves. Without reinforcements from outside, our chances of getting out of here alive are slim. We'll stand firm for as long as we can.
Which group of scrapers did Diego go with?
This convict, Diego? He's with Paladin Silvestro's group.
Where do you come from? You aren't one of the scrapers, and you aren't one of my
Should've
people.
known better.
Well,
I've come across the pass.
That's nothing new.
over the pass, you actually got through?
That was no
By
big deal.
Enos! What are your orders, soldier?
As if I didn't have enough problems.
I come from Lord Hagen. He wants me to bring him proof of the presence of the dragons.
And you've just come here to get it and then disappear again?
I'm staying
Well, that's
out.
what I had in mind.
So he wants proof. He can have it.
Totally obvious.
But I can't send you back to Lord Hagen without giving him information about the ore. Listen, Lord Hagen absolutely must
Already know
learn
what
what
I
the
think.
situation is here and how much ore we've mined up to now.
All right. What do you want me to do for you?
No one must.
I've got 3 units of scrapers out there, but they haven't sent me a single nugget. Visit the mining sites and report back to me how much ore they have stored. Then I'll write you a letter that you are going to take back to Lord Hagen.
Oh, well, I guess I have no choice.
Possible.
But why me, of all people?
Because you know a way to get through the lines of orcs.
Wouldn't have done that.
My boys would be hopelessly lost out there. You, on the other hand, have managed to get through once already. That makes you the best man for this job.
I used to say that myself.
I need some equipment.
Talk to Tandor about that. He'll get you everything you need.
Forever.
Nobody wants to know.
Where can I find the mining sites?
Here, take this map.
So it's
It shows the 2 areas where the mining sites are located. If you have any more questions, ask Parsival. He can tell you all you need to know about the scrapers.
That's no secret.
How's the situation?
You should set out to find the mining sites. I'm desperate for news about the status of the ore production.
Again.
I want you to let Gorn go.
I can't let him go.
used to say that
He has committed many crimes and they must be atoned for.
Can I pay his penalty?
That might be a possibility, but certainly not a cheap one.
no
I want 1,000 gold pieces for Gorn.
That's a lot of gold.
Gorn also has much to answer for. Bring me the gold, and I'll set Gorn free.
I want to buy Gorn's freedom.
Agreed. You can go to Gerald and tell him to release Gorn on my orders.
know what I think.
Nobody wants to know.
I wouldn't have done that.
Hey, you!
Hands off my pots. Nobody touches my pots, understand? I'm responsible for the food, and that means nobody else has any business here. I hope I made myself clear.
Who made you a cook of all people?
That was Commander Garon. Before I became a prisoner, I used to cook in the Raging Boar.
And what did they lock you up for?
There was a misunderstanding between a guest, a meat cleaver, and me.
Anything new?
If you want to learn the news, then ask the knights. I'm just an imprisoned cook.
Come here, damn beast.
Who said that? Nothing's ever gonna change that.
It can't go on.
You can only witness all kinds of rumors. Why haven't I heard about
A few lockpicks would be helpful. Hey! What's your task here?
My job? Training the lads. I teach them how to get muscles of steel. I also take care of the prisoners. I'm like a damn father to those bastards. But my real art is to get them to talk. And believe me, I have ways to make anyone talk.
Sounds awfully nice.
But those flea-infested blockheads we have currently locked up don't have much to say anyway, and they won't let me deal with that Gorn.
Could you train me?
Sure, I can help you become stronger, but I don't give anything away for free.
How much do you want?
You run around outside the castle, don't you? Here's what I suggest. My assistant Den made himself scarce during the last attack. What a quitter. But he didn't run for it empty-handed. He took the contents of our cash box with him.
What cash box?
We have this chest where we keep the stuff we have, collected over the course of time. And that was a tidy sum. The chest contained 200 gold pieces along with some precious jewelry. If you bring me back the gold, you can keep the jewels and I'll train you.
Do you know where Den was headed?
As far away from here as possible. I guess he might have tried to get through the pass.
Thanks, that's very helpful.
Well, what can I say? I have no idea where he went.
Anything new?
Everything seems quiet. No new prisoners. Nobody who needs help finding the right words. Too bad.
Hey,
I've got something for you.
Excellent. I'll train you if you like.
I want to become stronger.
Can't come up with this forever.
But he knew that all along.
I could have told him this before.
What are you guarding?
The prisoners.
And who's that?
A few convicts on the mercenary Gorn. A tough guy, strong as an ox. It took 4 men to bring him into custody.
Set Gorn free. That's an order from Commander Gorn.
I've already been informed. Here's the key. You can go in.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
That would be a problem.
What do you want from me? Leave me in peace.
Where'd you pick that up?
I was outside when the dragon attacked. I saw it. Big as 10 men. Its fiery breath destroyed the huts in the blink of an eye. A dragon? I'm staying here. Nothing's gonna budge me. I'm not crazy.
If I had taken off when I had the chance back then, I wouldn't have to slave away for the swine now.
Enough of this lounging about. You're free.
It's about time somebody got me out of here. I certainly hadn't expected it to be you, though. It's damn good to see you.
Gorn says you eat too much and he can no longer afford to feed you.
Now that you mention it, I could kill a couple of beers. Let's get out of here. I've seen enough of this cell.
Okay, see you with Milten.
Sure thing.
If I had taken off when I had the chance back then, I wouldn't have to slave away for the swine now.
You don't have to ask me that.
Where did you pick that up then?
Some problem solve themselves.
You must believe everything you hear.
Let's wait and see what happens.
But he knew that all along.
Listen to the wrong people.
Hey,
Justice will prevail.
hey,
Amazes me.
He didn't get that from us.
hey.
show me your wares.
Go get the gold first.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
That's the first I've heard of it.
I agree with you completely.
Listen, I've loafed around here long enough. It's time I saw something other than this valley. How did you get over the pass?
There's a path through the abandoned mine.
Good. I'll wait for the right moment and then I'm out of here.
Where will you go then?
I heard that Lee is still alive. I want to join up with him again.
We'll meet again.
You can count on it.
That's totally obvious.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
He would have never thought of that in his